Putting the fun in function room 1. I love it. It's so surreal. Like I came to Manny's last outing here, and it was the first one, and I was like, oh, I want to do comedy at a Dave & Buster's. What even is 2022? Every day is an adventure. I love it. So you guys are very lucky. You are getting a rare glimpse into the immigrant experience. My name is Eric McClanahan, and I'm originally from the Republic of Texas. Born and raised in Texas, lived there for 24 years, then I moved to California. I lived there for several years, and then it got really expensive. It priced me out, and I needed to go somewhere cheap, and I was like, I know a place, and I went back to Texas, and I hated it so much, I'm glad you asked how much, that I moved to New Jersey, and I live here now. But I thought for tonight's set, I'm just gonna do like a Facebook survey type thing and just tell you a bunch of shit about me that you didn't ask. So from the top, I am a cat person. No, they're wonderful. They're fantastic. Dogs are great. Other people's dogs are better. I'm a cat person. I have a domestic short hair named Benny. Everyone's like, what kind of cat is she? I'm like, that one. She's a cat. She's not a tiger. And that's the end of my knowledge. But she's great. She's wonderful. She's the light of my life. She hates people, which is cool. Whenever people come by, she doesn't bother them unless they're allergic. Then she crawls up their leg and their ass and makes biscuits on their large intestine. I don't know how she knows. She can smell that shit. But she's enriched my life so much. I've had her for 3 years, and I'll look at her as she's sleeping sometimes, and I'll just imagine how pure and perfect she is, and I'll just be overcome with the thought that I could ever love anything as much as I love this cat. And then she wakes up, and she's an insufferable bitch. I like to tell that joke because I lose people at the end. But my wife hates every part of that joke because she thinks it somehow insinuates that I love the cat more than her. Which is preposterous because I went down to a tax office and paid the government to tell them I'm going to take care of her until one of us dies. What else about me? I suffer from depression. I put it in quotes because I find humor in it all the time, because you have to. And this was really funny. A while back, I was so depressed that I had a dream, and I was depressed in the dream. And in this dream, we were at a railway yard, and it was me and some friends, and someone, like a gingerbread person, had lost their limbs, and we were walking around trying to find its limbs. And I'm searching through the cars, and this weight of sadness is just on me. And I'm searching through the cars, and at one point, I'm between two of the cars, and I look around and no one's there, and I do one of these. Right then, someone pops their head in. Go, you see anything? No, there's nothing here. Woke up laughing at my own sadness. So you gotta find it. You gotta do what you can. Shit, I really should have written stuff down because I have a whole. Oh, that's right. I was a theater kid in high school. Any other theater kids? Yeah. How many girls did you finger bang dressed as a reindeer? No, 7. And if you're doing the math, that is all the other reindeer. Theater kids, man, I know you think like the jocks were banging all the time back in high school. No, those guys were saving their semen for the field. Theater kids bang all the time, hump all the time. And what was great about it was sexual orientation and gender identity didn't even enter the conversation. You'd make out with the dude just to see if you could do it convincingly. And if you have any notes, I feel like I can do that better. But we would go at it. It was fantastic. I know, like, the head cheerleader might give you her panties as a trophy and not actually touch you. The girl who played Kate in Taming of the Shrew will knead your balls like a gypsy fortune teller. And the thing was, we were kids acting as adults. We were trying to do, these big themes. We were doing, Eugene O'Neill, Tennessee Williams, Mark Twain, William Shakespeare. These big concepts. And we were kids. So we would try to emulate adults, and really the only difference between us and adults was they got mail and fuck each other. So we just signed up for the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes and hop on with next year. That's how we're gonna, that's how we're going to achieve that level. And I agree that theater kids should be the one getting all the pussy. I agree, because it takes real talent. Anyone can throw a ball, okay? But if you can convincingly play Charlie Gordon from Flowers for Algernon and plumb the heights that he rises to and then the depths he falls down to, you deserve a hand job. I don't make the rules. That's just the truth of it. It's the Christmas season. I love Christmas. I unabashedly love Christmas. But I do have some issues with some of the music. And I talked about some of these last time. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm going to talk about different songs today. Okay, let's just get it out of the way. Baby, It's Cold Outside. Yeah. There are 3 schools of thought in Baby, It's Cold Outside. Some people think it's a lovely Christmas song. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people think it's a little day baby. And some people will say that it's actually about woman empowerment. It's about a woman taking charge of her sexual agency, but having to double talk through the demure era and save her chastity and save her class. I'm firmly in the second class. It's very date raping. It's a woman who says no many times in creative ways, and this dick salesman, every time he hears it, thinks it's an opportunity. Fuck that song. Any song sung by Johnny Mathis. You guys know Johnny Mathis? That guy scares the shit out of me. His voice is so fucking weird. Like, that is a guy who's one burnt out bulb away from murdering his family with an axe. So that's just off the table. And my personal least favorite, Paul McCartney, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. You guys know this song? He's a fucking Beatle! He's a fucking Beatle! Every piece of music on the radio right now is inspired by him. And he phoned in this lazy piece of shit song, and it makes me fucking angry every time I hear it. And I'm gonna calm down now. Thank you guys so much for having me.